everyone, and welcome back to Whispers of Ruin. I am Mysterious Butter GM, and these are my Shinobi.
You
said
Hello.
Shinobi like really intimidatingly.
Yeah.
Shinobi.
Shinobi. How's everyone doing, mostly? Okay?
Hi.
Good.
No.
We're
here.
Commodore is feeling it right now. But I'm here.
You're here, they're here, I'm here. Let's play some D&D, shall we?
Yeah.
The gang's all here.
The gang's all here.
So, picking up where we left off. Your group had some stuff happen. The village was being assailed by snow shinobi from the north, as well as one of you coming to blows with the Yukikage outside the gate. But through a series of clever checks, as well as truth giving, as well as someone pinning someone to the wall, you all managed to come out pretty well on the other side of this conflict, forcing peace on the visiting Yukikage, and giving your own Kage the opening for said peace through a not so veiled threat. Kaminari went to see about being reinstated into the village, and he was, with the caveat of disciplinary measures.
Also told Butter to go last with me because I'm sitting here feeling a little sick, so I'm gonna let everybody else roleplay first.
Yeah. Takemi visited the grave of a departed loved one, meeting her mother. Kosuke had a lovely chat with his patron. Sakiko had a chat with her father, and Shion had a chat with her own father figure, after learning the identity that she truly has as one of the seemingly princesses of the North, one of the former Yukikage's daughters. But it is a new day in the village, as we're going to move forward about a week. So we'll go around and just talk about anything you wanted to accomplish in this time, before we get to things, okay?
It's a lovely day in the village, and you're a horrible goose.
Also, yes, Black Sand is still very much under lock and key.
As you should be.
Very much Hannibal Lecter setup.
As you should
But
be.
yes,
Mhm.
but we'll just go around and we'll leave you for last, Kaminari.
Thank you.
You're welcome, bud.
So glad this isn't live streamed.
Yeah. So I'll start with you first, Akiko. What you up to this week?
Well, for one, trying to spend some time with Isawa.
Oh yes, you make up time, certainly.
Yes. Waggle.
You all can't find Sakiko for a couple days.
Haha. But also going to try and find Shion and talk to her.
Okay, you want to do that now?
Right. I could do that now if nobody had anything they wanted to do right now.
No, I'm okay. We can wait.
Okay.
One moment.
So the scene ride then. Shion, where can she find you?
She's gonna spend most of her time during this week. Well, let me ask this first. How long did the current Yukikage stay?
She will be leaving before the week is up. So about like almost if the week's like 7 days, she'd be leaving like on the 5th day.
She would probably spend some time talking with her.
Oh, okay, we'll do that scene too.
Other than that, if she too is still allowed in the village, I know.
That is
No,
something.
Kaminari had talked about himself. I can't remember.
He said I wasn't expecting Shion to do that. I just came in with my plan. So he's trying to say like, I don't know. I think she just kind of went with it, like kind of fighting a case for Shion.
Okay, well, I mean, I'll say with. Is it also that do you also want to just be reinstated into the village, or are you also trying to leave the Ambu? What's your intention?
I don't think she'd want to leave the Ambu. I think she takes that as an honor, actually, in her mind.
Okay.
If that means that she can't be part of the village, then so be it. And she'll spend most of her time outside the gates. If she can remain in the village, at least for right now, you'd probably just either find her at her old house or at the graveyard.
Okay, I'll say that between Kaminari and Old Man Fushin making the case for you, that yeah, you're being reinstated too.
Then yeah, she'd be between her old house and the graveyard. Mostly is where she'd spend her week.
Okay. All right, cool. Then before we run the scenes, let's get everyone's intentions first, so we can know like kind of the rough order here. So, Kosuke, anything you want to do this week?
No, nothing really. Kosugu doesn't have a whole lot going on in the village. Besides his mother. No, I don't think so. For the most part, he's gonna be figuring out training, distracting himself, visiting his patron.
Yeah. Okay. And last, Takemi, what about you?
Takemi is going to be working on developing jutsus in his downtime.
Okay. And last but not least, what about you, buddy? Owner?
Probably tending to lingering pain from the from the motherly discipline, but probably also just kind of staying around the house.
Okay, cool. Can do. And I mean, your father's also happy to see you, but
yeah.
he gets it.
Yep.
Okay, so let's open the scene then with the two ladies. Would you be at the graveyard today or home, Jun?
She's rolling.
Yes.
All right. Sakiko, you find Shion at the grave site.
Okay. Yeah. Of course she's like looking at the graveyard like, oh, okay. Like, hey, graveyard. I don't get anybody in here, but she does. Yee. Okay.
Oh.
Jesus.
I'm not off to a great start here. And you know, she feels a little awkward about it, but nevertheless, she approaches, you know, going, hey, Shion.
She'll turn when she hears her name and raise her hand a little. Oh, hi, Sakiko. I didn't expect to see you out here.
Yeah, I was actually looking for you.
Oh, here I am. What, is anything wrong?
Not with me, no. And she approaches to kind of like, is Shion like sitting or like
She
standing?
was, but she stood up once they started speaking.
Okay. But yeah, she just comes closer and but I was just kind of wanted to check up on how you're doing.
Difficult question to answer right now.
Well, first things first, and she turns to like the gravestone, and this is like of the past
Ryota.
husband. Yeah.
Mhm.
And so, she turns to the gravestone and she says, "Hi, Ryota. We're doing pretty good today. It's a little shaky lately, but we're surviving. Don't worry. Great to see you." Yeah. She'll do a little bow. And then she'll turn back to Shion.
What you can see of her face has softened a little bit. You just came out here to see how I was?
I mean, yeah, we've been going through a lot of things, and I know I may not understand everything that you've gone through and what you're going through, but I was just worried about how it's affecting you.
A valid concern. I was, even before we came back here, I have found myself courted by darkness. And refusing it isn't always easy. That's why I have to. That's why I have to remember, Ryo.
Hmm. When we were spending the night at that one place with the lady and the spider lilies, I did have a dream at one point, and it honestly showed you with the darkness looking like it was taking over. So, or at least starting to take hold, and it got me really worried.
It tried. Probably that very night that you saw in your dream. It tried. She kind of looks away, almost ashamed there for a minute. I was feeling the anger inside of me had grown just seeing that man again, the monk.
Honestly, if I were in your position, I would be angry too.
It's not always easy to remember that that darkness is not the way to go. Sometimes the allure of the power it could grant becomes overwhelming. But worry not, I did not accept its boon. The strength that I fight with is my own.
You also have another power.
Hmm?
All of us here with you. I know it sounds a little cheesy, but we're here to help you, support you, and get justice for all those horrible things they did.
Thank you. You all are
And we're what?
you all are better friends than I could ask for.
Well, I mean, we kind of grew up all this time together. We better be good friends.
Yeah. You're right.
But we'll get through it. We'll finish our mission. Get those who need to be given theirs. Sure, it's been a long time coming, but
It does grow closer.
mm-hmm. But we'll do it together. And ever since it happened, I felt bad that I couldn't do much. Not really. So I just want to do all I can to help you and be there for you. So if you need an ear, or if you just want to like go and practice a little bit with your scythe or something, just call on me and I'm there.
Thank you, Sakiko. Really.
No problem. Did you want more company here?
No, I was probably going to be leaving soon. I figure while we're still in the village, I get the time I can. Just like you and your loved one.
uh, it's crazy. Relationships. But
strange and beautiful things.
they really are. But what were you planning on doing for dinner?
She looks, and there's a little bit of an odd look in her eye, and like, oh, I I don't really know. I haven't really thought about it.
Did you want to come over to me and my pop's place?
Sure. I would like that.
Yeah, we'd love to have you. I'm sure he has a lot of wisdom and fun stuff to talk about. Dad always has those.
You're lucky, Sakiko. In a lot of ways, I envy you. But not in a bad way.
Well, I'm very open to sharing and providing that for you too.
Thank you. I'll finish up here and I'll meet you at your house, okay?
Okay. I'll see you there.
Thanks again.
No problem. And then she'll go and give Shion a big hug.
She hugs her back.
And then she'll give Shion a little wave and, again from the distance be all like, see you at the house!
She'll wave. And once Sakiko is out of sight, she'll kind of wipe her eyes a little bit.
Oh.
Right in the meow meow. Right in the heart.
I'll say on this day, this is probably around the time the Kage would be departing soon, so you could also seek her out before dinner later.
Yeah. Especially if she knew she was leaving, then yeah.
Certainly. It's not too hard to find. The Kage's caravans are all kind of like collected, and there's like some parting words between like people as like preparing to get ready to go, but not quite leaving just yet. But you see her Currently, actually, you wouldn't see her with her people. You would find her at the near one of the kind of local parks here.
Okay.
You see that her two bodyguards are washing the Hatake and the Oton. But you see particularly she is watching a little girl play with other village kids.
Yeah, if it's possible, she'll attempt to approach her.
Okay. You approach, and immediately the Hatake woman kind of like takes a step ahead of you as, "Hi, can I help you?"
Just before she before she leaves, I can word good.
For ninjas, not academics.
Before she leaves, I was hoping to get a word with the Yukikage.
She looks at you and crosses her arms. You see the Kage kind of beyond her go, "It's all right, let her through." Right. Well, right this way. She kind of steps aside.
Joan will give her a little bit of a bow and step past.
She looks at you and, nods her head regarding you behind her spectacles. I was wondering if you would seek me out again.
I had some matters to investigate after our last talk.
Right. I also had my own matters. Your Kage is certainly a deceptively frightful man.
Yes, he is. I knew his daughter growing up, and I'm not sure if he is a more intimidating Kage or father.
Likely both.
Do you have a moment?
I do.
The things that you said struck me, as did seeing my own face looking back at me. Well, what used to be my own face. Did you know that? Well, of course you know.
I would have to be rather foolish not to notice the similarities.
I wasn't sure if I could be that child that was taken from your story. It didn't seem real, but it seems it is. It seems.
Halfway through your talk, she hugs you.
Sean squeezes her eyes closed to try not to cry. But she does, after a few brief seconds, return the embrace.
You must forgive me. I did not think I would have the opportunity to meet you, ever.
There's nothing to forgive. I didn't even know you existed. I'm sorry.
Lindsay, dog alert!
Doggos.
I saw you.
Oh yeah,
Lindsay just has a house of animals.
I do. I'm. I live.
My favorite of the bunch is the large rabbit that still has room to grow.
Oh, lots
Mhm.
of. Anyway. But yeah.
Wait, hold on. Alvin, why are you holding a knife?
Because it's Alvin. He had an airsoft gun last time.
I just look over and see him doing fucking like sand people.
I would have mine up. I put it away though.
There it is.
What is happening?
Yeah, Alvin comes to these games with that thing on him. He comes strapped, ready to go.
Oh my
Man
god.
is ready for revolution over there.
Okay, dial it back in. Sorry, I just noticed.
There's a lot going on in all these cameras.
Sweet moment between sisters. Why does Alvin have a knife?
Koska goes for assassination.
Alvin, what do you have? A knife! No!
No. Gosh. All right. Whew. Dial it back in.
Like resetting the tension and the emotions every now and then.
Yeah.
But you do see her. Are you still wearing your mask?
She was. Just. And not. She's. Truth be told, embarrassed to show her face to her sister.
She pulls back from you a bit, and you recognize, though you are twins, you're a little taller than she is.
I mean, we're probably not identical, but even fraternal can look pretty similar.
Yeah, but she puts her hands on your shoulders. You see her kind of smile and wipe away a couple of tears beneath the glasses as she looks a little puzzled at the mask.
Shihan realizes that she's looking, and she kind of darts her eyes away for a minute.
Why do you have that?
Not easy to show my face to strangers, let alone what's left of my family. It's my scars.
Scars. May I?
She very softly nods her head.
She'll pull down the mask.
Shion cannot meet her eyes right now.
She doesn't react in an outward way, but you do kind of hear the slight sigh. What was done to you?
The man that was working with the one you came here with.
The monk.
He took many things from me the day they attacked our village. My husband, the child I carried, my face, all gone.
Dog butt again.
Sorry. I'm gonna go put her in the other room. Sorry.
Okay. I saw her slowly crawling into the cage.
So looking like they're doing something they shouldn't.
He just wants to be close with the bunny.
Yeah, well, the bunny doesn't want to be that close to her. Okay. But yeah, so.
We can take a quick second if you want to put it away.
Be right back. Sorry.
No problem. Let that out in post.
A knife!
Taking a moment to like look at all my abilities. Like, unlike Takemi, who's been playing half a ninja, keeping his secret, I've just been forgetting half my fucking mechanics. So, Alan has a knife again.
Or Baxter and Penny are very confused as to why they were left in the room.
I am so tired right now. I don't know why.
It's Sunday, and you're out with your parents.
That'll do it.
I'll do it.
I apologize.
You're fine.
Apologize.
All right, all set.
All good now.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Take two.
No, all good.
Click.
Sick.
Well, had I known you then, this wouldn't have been an issue. She's looking at your scar. You sense, because you're Yuki, you can sense this like protective cold snap from her after hearing what happened to you.
Why I can't stop until he's dealt with.
Indeed. But, Shion, that's your name, right?
That is what I have always been called, yes.
Different than the name I know, but I shall respect that. She motions to herself. You may call me, Suzuha. Put that in the thing for you.
I will.
And that little one, you see her kind of like fondly smile at the little girl who is running circles around a Sarutobi boy. That is my daughter, Takani. I suppose your niece.
She's beautiful.
She is a very friendly little thing. You should know that before becoming Kage, once I was of age, I am a trained medic. A doctor.
It's wonderful.
I say this because if you wish it, I can mend that.
Touches her face a little bit. I thought these beyond what healers or doctors could do.
None quite like me, I'm afraid.
Perhaps. For now, though. Until the monk is dead, I will wear them.
Well, you will have no refuge in my lands. Rest assured.
Thank you.
She nods her head. I am only regretful of the time we did not spend together.
I wish that were different as well. But perhaps it is not yet completely out of our grasp.
Perhaps. And I would like to welcome you to the North any time. There are more than just us two. More Yuki, I mean. Maybe nice to meet your own people.
Perhaps so. When my work is done, I'm not really sure where I will go or what I will do, but
Well,
I am sure that, at least now, some of that will be sent with you.
You see her smile. I would like that. Believe it or not, the North, while it is traditionally isolationist due to our arrangement with the Valley here, we will begin trade and welcome travelers for the first time in our history. And you'll be happy to know that there are plenty of hot springs as well as hearty eateries, and there's a pastime there that is rather favored amongst Yuki. That involves making boards of ice.
Would be very pleased to see all of this.
You see her kind of adjust her glasses, but she's like grinning a little bit. She seems a little bit like the last one.
Noted.
She composes herself. Anyway, yes, you are always welcome to the Northern Lands, Xian. As my personal guest.
Thank you. This is well.
Of course. There was one other matter I want to discuss with you.
Of course. Anything.
Have there been any odd occurrences here in the valley?
Also,
It's just that my one of my advisors, you have not met him, but he is a more spiritual man. He senses an ebbing darkness, you could say. It's faint, but it seems present.
it's odd. You are not the first today to speak of darkness. It tempted me not very long ago. I wonder if it tempted anyone else.
If so, stay on your guard. Other Northern Lands, one of the clans that call our land home is the Kuru. They are a clan capable of future sight, seers and oracles and the like.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever wish for that kind of reading, let me know.
I will. Thank you.
Smiles and nods, and you see running over the little one as she looks out of breath. As she's, Mom, I won. She kind of lifts up her arms. Oh, well done. She kind of looks at you oddly. Looks between the two of you. She like tilts her head in confusion a bit. Mom? No, little one. She kneels down. This is your aunt. What does that mean? You're my sister. Oh. Hi, I love you. She hugs your legs.
Hey, look, it's me as a kid.
This immediately takes Shion off guard. One, she was so quick to come up, she couldn't even cover her face in time and didn't want to scare the girl. But she's kind of overcome, honestly. And she swallows hard. It's good to meet you. I love you too.
Squeezes your leg.
She kind of reaches down and pats her shoulder a little.
You hear kind of coming from the playground, some of the other kids like, Takani, come back! Oh, I have to go. I have to go win at tag again. Can I go? She looks at you and also your sister.
Shion looks immediately to the girl's mom.
She looks at you and gives like a bit of a smile. Well, can she, Auntie?
Of course.
Okay. And she immediately takes off.
She chuckles a little bit.
You did well.
Such a warm child to have Yuki blood. Though, I suppose in my youth, I was a lot like her.
You see a bit of a sadder smile to Suzua. That's where we all. I can only hope to preserve that in her. Well, I'd rather be here a bit longer. I'm sure you'll know when we're leaving.
I've taken plenty of your time, I'm sure. Thank you.
I'm happy to give it.
I hope that you have safe travels back home.
And I wish you best in your endeavors here.
Take care.
There's one thing.
Yes.
You see on her ears, she is wearing what looks like these 2 earrings that are preserved ice.
Oh.
Just a small orb of it. As she takes off one and hands you the other.
She will very carefully take it.
A bit of an heirloom. It was my birthright, but I believe half of it is yours.
She smiles. Pretty genuinely for the first time in a long time. And without saying anything, at fear of her voice breaking, she just she puts the earring on into her ear.
Let me write down what it does.
Shion's got the drip.
Oh, it does something?
Shion's got actual ice.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
You also failed the test to become the cool aunt by letting her do whatever she wanted.
I mean, she said go play.
Establish dominance in the sister relationship.
She's not used to this.
Okay, you get the item sent there, Kev?
Yeah, it's on
Already
here.
in chat.
Okay. So whenever you're ready.
All right, add
That's
Yuki's face to your
awesome.
inventory. Yeah, it's dope for Yuki's.
I'm happy.
There's no.
I was just thinking it was a pretty earring. This is awesome.
I mean, also very pretty earring.
Well, there's no requirement on it that you have to be a Yuki to use it.
The whole last fight is just us chucking this earring to each other.
You gotta be able to cast Yuki Hijutsu, though.
So you have to be Yuki. I'm sorry.
Well, normally I can cast no Yuki Hijutsu, so I can at least cast E rank ones.
Oh my god.
Also, so you can see, they look like this.
Oh, there's a picture?
Of course, there's a picture. Kev goes
Hey,
the
look.
distance.
That's true. Those
Hey,
are
look, there's
so
picture.
pretty. Aw.
Matching set.
She went to Zales.
Every
Oh my
kiss
God.
begins with K.
Oh my gosh.
She went
Y'all.
to Jared's.
They're passed down the family.
Oh my god, I love it. That's great.
And it's like it's
That
passed
means
down. in a
if you have
family
both of
thing.
them, you have double the charges.
Holy crap. Okay.
Oh, shit.
You are
It's
in
like-
imminent danger. Get attacking me.
It's like it's like these are family heirlooms. They're from a period before there was Jared.
Yes. Ye old Jared.
He went to
Ye
like
old Jared.
he went to a place that's like Rutherford's or something like on the corner. Just some guy who
God.
got eaten up by a whole chain of jewelry stores.
Oh my god, he went to the blood diamond mines.
Y'all. Anyway,
Oh my
that's
God.
awesome. Okay, I've equipped it.
Awesome. You have it. Obviously, it's attunement, but you get the slots.
Yeah, so after she hugs her sister goodbye, she's gonna head off to have dinner with Sakiko and her dad.
Okay.
And just for the sake of audio, Kev, you want to read off what these do?
Certainly. Should I do epic voice for it or no?
I mean, we could just
Yeah, sure.
describe them. Like,
No.
the audience doesn't know what they do. Like,
Okay. The Yuki's Grace. Actually, you know what? You read it, Miss Yuki.
Oh, sure. Okay.
oh yeah, just pass it off.
I can.
You can't.
Hand
You're
over the
dick.
mic.
Yuki's Grace heirloom. It's a set of earrings. Item has 6 charges. 1 charge allows you to cast a Yuki Hijitsu at 1 rank above what you normally cast. 2 charges allows you to increase the damage die of a Yuki Hijitsu. 3 charges allows you to apply frostbite to damage of a Yuki Hijitsu. All charges recharge at dawn.
Thank you.
Do you have access to B rank jutsus?
I do, yes.
So you're A rank. So yeah, so it's like, hey, I'm just gonna cast as an S rank because I can feel like it.
Damn.
Hey,
Ice knife.
S rank ice knife. Ow.
Oh, look at that! I've been impaled.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. Oh.
where's
Huh.
that
Alright.
scene from Final Fantasy VIII?
Also, I'll ask you: Is it just an invite for Shion by everybody else?
Everybody else too.
Oh, we all having dinner. Yay.
You all get a monk at your door who looks like they should not be doing this. But they're like, "You have been cordially invited to the temple for dinner."
I'll see if my
So,
house arrest will let me.
Ask my mom.
I gotta ask my mom.
It's like, look at your mom down the hallway. She looks at you, slowly nods. You can go.
There's a little glare.
Go, Mr. Anbu.
Oh,
How do you all
that's right.
respond?
You're like,
Sakiko put you up to this, didn't she?
The monk looks tired. Yes.
I can't believe this.
Understandable.
I can't believe this 20-something-year-old Ambu still lives at home and takes orders from his mom.
I can. His mom's scary as fuck.
How do you respond to Kimmy? Do you go?
Yeah, Takemi would go.
Okay.
It is food. Common Iron will go.
I was gonna say Takemi, your dad probably calls up for you like, Takemi, a monk is here for you.
Also, I appreciate that this is the modern equivalent of us just getting a group text while Erica goes and asks Lindsay personally. It's
Basically.
like-
It's the 2 friends hanging out, being like, "We should get food. We should get food. Wonder if anyone else wants food."
Literally,
Yeah.
literally.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
She figured it'd be more fun with more friends.
That's right. The more the merrier.
Twitch, Takemi, your house is pretty busy with those little ones.
Yep.
Karen's like, get me out.
I don't know if Takemi's even home, to be honest.
They can find you. Not they can find you, but they'll probably track you down wherever you are.
They will track you down. We mentioned food. I can smell just out of game. I can smell the chicken that my mom's cooking, and it smells really good.
Oh,
It's
nice.
like the barbecue chicken smell just hit my bedroom for some reason.
Sharky really said stomach issues gone.
I'm ready for food.
I also like the
Delish.
self-jokes. Like, I can't believe this 26-year-old Ambu is living at home when me, a 33-year-old with a government job, is still living at home.
It's hard out there, man.
Dude, it is
Listen,
hard
it's
out there.
rough.
It's
It's rough.
2023.
All the other friends
rough.
live together. I've run out of friends to move in with. It's like,
Living by yourself is very, very hard to do.
yes. Military area too.
Mhm.
So they're like, oh,
But,
sweet, we can get all that rent money. Anyway, back out of my annoying life over here.
Fine, but
A
My
single
annoying
income
life.
in this economy.
I will
Your
say,
life is so annoying to me. Oh,
Oh.
Damn.
I will say, Kosuke,
Yep.
on your way out, your house has been pretty quiet, kind of since what happened. You do find your mom kind of in meditation, kind of in like the main, kind of like more kind of dojo-like area in your house. And it's not that you and her are on bad terms; it's just a distance. Say anything before you go?
He's just gonna poke his head in and just kind of be like, "Hey, I'm going over to Sakiko's for dinner. Do you need anything?" Yeah.
Kind of looks back at you and gives a small smile. No, I'm all right, thank you.
Oh, let me know if you need anything. He just kind of gives her like a okay. And it's like, I'll be back a little later, I guess.
Right as you head out to leave, she kind of speaks up a bit again. Kosuke,
Yeah.
I know I haven't been very talkative lately. I just wanted you to know that I'm proud of you. You've done well.
He visibly like has a hard time like holding in his emotions, and just sort of like rubs his like face on his arm. It's like, thanks, I'll keep making you proud, I guess.
I know you will. Go have fun. I'll be fine here.
All right. And he just goes off and doesn't say anything.
All right, you head out. And all paths converge toward the temple.
Sakiko doing the big cook.
Big cook.
Yeah, you have like the giant walk. You were tearing up in there.
Yes.
That's why I asked monks to go and fetch my friends, because I
I see
was
her with,
busy
like-
trying to do this.
A walk in both hands, like the headband on. Like,
Sakiko in the kitchen, like
yes!
Like this. Yeah, you got me, yeah.
the same brain
My
cell
man.
me and Kev kicking for a change.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Isao was there also helping, like, just like keep the thing lit.
Yeah, she needs the help.
It's just a constant fireball jutsu. Just
Yeah, like into the stuff. But
Just like asking you, so like, hey, do you think this is enough seasoning? No? Okay, cool.
no, I said yes. I said yes. You're like,
What?
throw an entire chicken in there.
The whole chicken in there.
you're supposed to pluck it first.
Oh, God.
Wait, so
Horrifying.
what's the old joke?
Jeff, no.
If what's the old joke? If motion can be converted to thermal energy, how hard do I have to punch a chicken to cook it?
How many slaps
found
does it
out
take to
too.
cook a chicken? Yeah.
That's just
It's many slaps. Many.
It's a cursed question, but it's something that like just lingers in my mind for some reason because I'm like,
That
how
is
many?
such a Kasuku like question. to
How
ask.
fast do I have to be traveling to slap
There it
this
is.
chicken to cook it instantly?
He could actually do it though, probably.
That's all
But,
this campaign's going to devolve into.
Look, I went down that rabbit hole a couple months ago. We're not going to talk about it.
How many
To spend a
chickens did
day
you
in
slap?
that household of yours.
But yeah, if y'all check,
I've spent multiple days there.
if y'all check your locales in Tanigakure, it's the Tanigakure Temple. That's where you go.
Nice.
It's big.
Kosuke's the first one that shows up.
Of course he is.
Uh-huh. But he
was the
doesn't,
last
like-
one invited.
He doesn't show up to the door. He's just in the kitchen suddenly.
You just show up in the kitchen.
Kasuku.
Yeah, just appear.
Isao like goes, and you see him just like evaporate into smoke for a second.
I could do that too. And he just vanishes.
So I can go for all of like 5 seconds you're alone.
Y'all are
Like at first, you know, she hears Kozoku's voice, and so she's like preparing like a sample thing. Like, great, you can taste this too. And then she turns around, and no one's there. She's like, "Hello."
Just see.
Where'd you go?
Yeah, there's like another flash of light, and the food is just like that she was holding out is gone.
Kosuke's moving so fast, he just like phases through the wall.
Barry.
It's just a
Time to post
face.
that gif again.
Kosuke accidentally flashpoints.
Oh no.
Kosuke dies, and his brother's the one that lives.
Oh my god.
no, hold on. No, no.
Hold on, hold on.
Hey, wait a minute.
Wait. Let him cook. But
After a few
well,
moments, he appears. He's like, "It's pretty good."
Yeah, I just thought I'd, you know, try and make something that everybody can just kind of dip in and get, you know, don't have to be on a whole buffet line.
We should have you cook more often. Going out on these missions doesn't show off your ability here.
You know, being on the road, no, I didn't. I haven't been able to use a good amount of my skills, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. I could just practice here.
At your dad's house?
I mean, we have a little area where we can spar and stuff, you know.
He's just stroking his non-existent beard.
clean.
That looks like an idea's brewing in that brain.
Not much else brews in here.
Dangerous.
All the electricity from him's just short circuited the synapses.
Yeah, your reactions are really simple, aren't they?
Oh damn.
There's like a crestfallen look on Kosuke's face. Like immediately, it's like,
Oh, buddy.
I do okay sometimes.
I'm just saying that, like, you kind of, you know, you just kind of go for it. Like, no thoughts. You just go.
No thoughts.
Damn the consequences.
No thoughts.
Yeah.
That sums up Alvin's character.
So much so that I have to catch you before you do anything rash.
That's why I got you guys. It's fine. That's what my team's here for.
Yeah. Do you know if any of the others are on the way?
I can find out.
Thank you.
And he just
Puke.
Yeah, go on. After a minute or two, you see the smoke as Isao returns. Like, what happened?
Just a visit from Kosoku.
Ah, jeez, I thought it was something serious. Junior goes back to helping with the walk.
She gives him like a little kiss on the cheek before, continuing.
Little bit of you feel the sizzle on his head. But everyone else, you all probably arrive like around the same time. You all see Kosuke waiting for you at the gate of this big temple.
Are you guys ninjas or are you turtles?
I mean, those things.
Ninja
There's
Turtles.
there's a weird Venn diagram of that question.
We're no longer
Also a
teenagers,
teenager.
and we're not mutants.
Speak for yourself.
Well, speak for yourself. Yeah.
All right, 2.5 out of 4 ain't bad.
Yeah, Kaminari's gonna show up.
Yeah, you see Kosuke there. You see the very large temple of the more the red paint upon it, as well as the tall spiring towers here. It's hard to believe that Sakura lives here, but she actually does. But Kosuke's at the main gate waiting for you.
We
As he
can't
taunts
all
you.
be as fast as you are, Costco.
And call me the 5-second man.
I want to. One of these days, we're going to get Lindsay to accidentally spit on her keyboard, and we're going to have to chip in to buy her a new one. You understand that, right?
I got extras. I have a keyboard problem.
Fully, you see one of the monks who's like sleeping nearby, kind of like, then like walks off.
Well, depending on how long you've been here, is there at least any food still here?
I haven't eaten
Is that
much.
Justice League. That's
There it is.
Justice League. Yeah, there it
Yes.
is.
Yeah,
Had to go find that one.
Well, just you here, Kosuke.
I guess everyone else is coming. I saw a few people on their way. I didn't want to scare them like I did Yasao.
Well, I guess we can wait for the others.
No,
that time.
Shion gets there, I'd say, pretty soon.
You see
Kosuke's
Shion and
there,
then
just-
Takemi after, guessing?
Just waving.
Takemi isn't going straight there, actually.
Oh, okay.
He's going to go to the Kages first.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So we'll get to you in a second. Shion, you arrive also at the gate. So you all can't be as fast as the flashes, but
Are we showing off candy?
Oh, sorry. I was throwing some trash away.
product placement.
I was gonna be like, this is my favorite.
It's not even product placement. It's not even product placement. They can't see the webcams.
Exactly. It's for
Not
us.
sponsored.
How many pounds do you have left, Lindsay?
This is different. This is not the candy I bought
What is it?
last month. This is a candy I can only buy before Valentine's Day, so I have to buy a lot of it.
What is it?
They're like jelly bean type things, but they're heart shaped, and it's all like different kinds of cherry flavors, and
Oh.
they're so good.
Well, looks like I gotta find them, Kev.
I got it. Hold on, I'll post a link to them because
Oh no.
yes,
Oh yeah.
You have unleashed jelly beans upon the house.
I like
Oh,
jelly
these
beans and I
totally
like cherry
houses.
flavors.
I
hey,
appreciate
no regrets. Enjoy.
I appreciate the response that videos get because it means that it's these like derail moments that people come for, and I kind of love it.
Hey.
like
They make
We know
good
what we're
shorts,
about.
man.
You do.
Is, 'cause I already purchased like 3 packs of them. Here we go.
I don't have a problem. You do.
Oh, I will also ask. So does the three of you, well, the two of you head with Kosuke inside?
yeah.
Okay. Then let's go over to the Kages.
That was Candy Corner on Dummies and D20s.
Oh, we ain't done yet. Hold on, I gotta post this link up.
All right,
Here you go,
Takemi.
Erica. Enjoy.
All right, Kimmy, what's your business?
He's going to find Gigi and try to drag her to dinner with the rest of us.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
Timmy's for nothing. Okay.
Ken was like, all right, I'm gonna get in the fucking zone.
Yeah, no, it's easy to find Gigi. She's basically studying in her room, but through like the Kage's like, are you sure you're not leaving the village kind of thing? But her mom waves him off, and you can have her. But she's like, thank you, I'm tired of reading. She's like, hats off with her. So you two are probably the last ones to arrive.
Figured the old man wasn't gonna let you leave, so.
Well, he means well, I get it. Just, you know.
I get it.
Is everybody okay?
As far as I know. I guess we can be sure of that once we get there.
He smiles and nods, and it doesn't take too terribly long, but you arrive last. You were let in by the monks as you head to the dining hall that's been basically cordoned off for all of you.
Hell yeah.
As you see all your friends here, and Sakiko that made a ton of food. There is a gigantic like platter of fried rice. You can see there is some hot pot going on as well on the side.
Oh, I'm so hungry.
Beef, pork, chicken. But as well as there is plenty of tea as well. So she has done her thing. I'll see.
Some of the monks helped, I assume, too.
Yes, of course it helps.
All this.
Maybe like 3 of them to carry the fried rice. Jeez Louise. But you see, you all see Takemi and Gigi arrive.
Hey, just like Connor, like at the table, like, yay, everybody.
Oh, great. Glad to know some of
Things
you are
all
making your way
here.
over.
Glad to know who did what now.
Hmm? Hmm?
Huh?
Huh?
Hmm?
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah. Well, glad to see everyone here.
Good to be here. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, so we got some fried rice, we got some hot pot, tea if you want some. Yeah, go ham.
I don't see him.
It's because it's in the fried rice.
Ham fried rice?
Well, you know, pork fried rice. Yeah.
Oh, sounds so good.
It's been.
Oh yeah, I have made myself devastatingly hungry right now.
Yeah.
Well, it is nice to have
On
a
one of
break,
these.
it is nice.
Actually, yeah, actually, that's exactly what I was going to share. It's literally that.
Yeah. Like, I always think, like, when it's, like, the big feast, like, that's
Yeah.
always what I think of.
For the audience, if you haven't, if you've seen Spirited Away, No Faces Feast, that.
Yeah, just shoveling the food.
I have everything. Or I want everything.
Yeah. Shion absolutely starts, like, putting herself together, like, a big plate of food.
Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely good to take a break from everything and have a nice home-cooked meal.
Have you eaten those food pills lately? I don't know what the science division is doing in the village, but they taste terrible.
It's just nutrients. Like, it's not actual food.
Then why are they called food pills and not nutrient pills?
Doesn't roll off the tongue as well.
As it does the same thing that food is supposed to.
But it's not tasty. You
Oh,
see the
no.
problem?
We need to talk to those nerds up in the science division.
Listen up,
Yeah.
nerds.
Yeah, make this one taste like braised pork or else.
Exactly. Sakiko gets it.
Statistically, someone has to.
Theoretically, since you can make your bones weapons, could you make a bone spatula and cook this?
I could possibly use one of the bone weapons as a spatula.
Bone
Spatula
tongs.
considered a weapon.
I can just imagine Sakiko pulling a spatula like out of her shoulder.
Shoots it out the wrist.
These are the thoughts that cross my brain every now and then. I'm sorry.
Pulls 2 bones out of her fingers. It's chopsticks.
Yeah, that's exactly what she does.
Hell
That's how she's
yeah.
eating right now.
The food is delicious.
That's the real question.
The food is
Maybe not
delicious.
entirely sanitary, but it works.
The food is
know.
delicious, but
Questionable to
Kaminari
me.
is unsettled.
Don't worry, I didn't actually cook any of this food with my bones. It's fine.
But yeah,
Time.
you all, as you're eating, you have the floor just to talk.
So how's everyone's week?
I've been on house arrest.
Strange. In a good way.
Strange house arrest, okay.
House arrest.
Ben. I'm exhausted. And the Kimmy just falls back with like food in his mouth still.
Oh,
Why are you exhausted?
Because we're not done yet.
Well, I mean, you can't just, be exhausted before we continue.
did have something I wanted to ask about.
Hmm?
Since we're all here together.
Yeah, what's up?
Me and Sakiko were talking earlier, and she got a warning about some darkness that was supposedly closing in on me, and she was right. While we were at the Sears house in the field of spider lilies that night, when I was asleep, something was whispering to me, something dark. It offered me power, but I turned it down.
Kosuku is like visibly uncomfortable and is like, yeah, who would take an offer of power out of nowhere?
But I was speaking to the Yukikage this afternoon, and she says that she also mentioned something about darkness. Here. I am just wondering, did any of you have a dream like that? A vision?
Honestly, not that I can recall. I might have just forgotten. Like, I don't think Kaminari did.
I think he did. I don't remember though.
I don't either. That's what I'm saying. Not that I can recall.
Kaminari hasn't really talked to his contact in a little while, honestly.
Yeah,
You already
I'm
have
a
a
careful spender, unlike Kosuku.
This man is taking out second mortgages over here.
I mean,
I seem to be one of those people with the least amount of these experiences, so I got nothing.
Kage-san is presumably somewhere below the city now.
Well, yes, but apparently it was different. Because they're used to him. and the energy that he has. And I know she wasn't lying.
Well, you two would know more than the rest of us. Don't you get
Is
access to all the
Kosuko
secrets?
acting kind of weird about this, or?
That
He-
comment was to Shion and Brain. Kaminari.
Kosuke's just like, I got no idea what you guys are talking about.
No, and
It's like Kosuke sounds pretty defensive.
I was gonna say he's normally not very vocal about stuff like that.
I'm not saying that in character. I'm saying that. It's
No,
like,
but I
do you guys-
am like.
Do you guys know anything about these voices? Absolutely not. Like,
You want me to roll if you like?
You ever see Grog interact with Craven Edge?
Valid.
I don't have a high insight, but I think. But that's a crit.
That'll work.
Okay. You look into Kosuke. And Kosuke, what are you doing currently? Is Vibin?
Yeah, I'm trying to put as much food in my mouth as I can, so I don't have to speak.
this is the plan
Okay.
from earlier. This is the plan from the other house. He's doing the same thing he did at breakfast.
How close are you looking at him, Shion?
Oh, like the more defensive he got, and then now he's like jamming his gullet full of like food. She's like kind of lasering in on him.
All right, Shion.
She can tell something's off.
As you laser focus on Kosuke, give me. Actually, no. You know
What's an
he's
insight?
horking his gourd.
Horking his
Yes.
gourd.
What?
With a crit. He looks uncomfortable a bit, but he seems to be telling the truth. Doesn't happen.
Can I, knowing what I know, I think Takemi is going to shift his weight and sort of lean on his elbow with his eyes closed towards the group. And the eyes are closed. He's going to activate Byakugan.
Okay.
And he's just going to watch Kosuke and see if there's any traces of that chakra that he noticed before.
Okay. I'll say, because you're doing it very cleverly, give me a sleight of hand with advantage.
28.
Very good. No one notices. As you lazily kind of rest your head and you activate the Byakugan. As you glance toward Kosuke, the first thing, and I think yours tells you if someone's under something, right?
Mine tells me what now? What's the question?
It tells you if someone's under an effect, right?
Yes.
Immediately Genjutsu pings. Powerful Genjutsu. But doesn't seem to be harming him.
Following the chakra trails in his body, is there anything weird going on with them, or is there anything there that shouldn't be?
Well, looking at him, because you know the color of his chakra. His chakra has shifted a bit. It's less the color you're used to and more toward the color that you saw.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah, Sean, he just seems to be a dork.
Okay.
Bunny.
Oh, big bunny.
Be a good boy.
If you say so.
That's a big bunny.
He's a big bunny.
Takemi, how long do you stare at the chakra?
He'd probably keep Byakugan going for a few minutes at the very least.
Okay.
Actually, while they're laying there, he's gonna glance at everybody and just do a checkup on his friends.
Ah. You glance at everybody. Kosuke you've seen. Kaminari looks fine. The color of Sakiko's chakra is also a bit different. It seems a bit lighter. And Shion, particularly around where she was harmed, the chakra is darker, but it hasn't spread.
Which injury?
The injury.
Probably.
Well, not the face, your stomach.
Yeah. That's what I
Oh,
thought.
yeah. Her curse. Yeah.
I think with that, Takumi is gonna open his eyes while he's looking at her and just focus on that for a second.
All right, you focus on it. It doesn't seem to react or move or anything like that. It just seems like this, like almost like a lump of coal there.
So technically, well, I don't have medical ninjutsu. I did learn some anatomical studies and some. I have like the necrotic jutsu, which had the medical keyword.
Mm-hmm.
So can I make any sense of this other than just a lingering injury?
Make a medicine check.
12.
12. Using what you know of medical studies and such, this is, you're not sure what it is. It doesn't seem to be harming her. It's just present. It seems kind of similar to what Kosuke has going on, but not quite.
That's not a jutsu or anything.
Nah, it's just presence in her chakra. It's colder. But seemingly just dormant.
I want to check one more thing, having seen that. It's going to turn and look at the gourd that he has and see if it's similar.
Looking at the gourd, the lingering chakra there is definitely more reddish and black and like more kind of chaotic, but it's not. It doesn't match it.
Okay.
But back to dinner.
That's suspicious.
If anybody sees or feels anything, just be careful.
Kosu nods very quickly.
The only thing I'm feeling is how robbed we were of Sakiko's cooking while we were traveling.
Well,
see,
I have to say that, I had a lot of help in the kitchen.
You see passing by the doorway in the kitchen carrying some pans to clean. You see Sal kind of calling out, "No, she's lying. She's great." As he
No. He's lying. I needed the help.
She did it.
I did.
We know who to put on cooking duty, I guess.
Kaminari is just going to look at Sakiko and a few days prior just told you he likes you.
Well, yeah, I knew he liked me. We are dating.
No, I've just been behind on things, apparently. Kaminari just
Yeah.
stuffs another egg roll into his mouth. Like, I am
Or
behind.
But you think I'd just tell everybody that? No.
They're just mouthful of fishes. I don't know. You think you know your friends.
Pay attention for once.
Sorry, I was kind of focused on the... Honestly, I was kind of focused on the assassination missions we were sent on. But I'm happy for Sakiko.
Speaking of, either of you two have any new information regarding that? Given you somehow stumbled your way into those masks?
I have been under a tight leash, so Shion, have you found out anything? I did kind of attack a high-ranking government officer, so I haven't been able to do a lot.
How so? What do you mean?
You're Anbu now, so I don't know what you do and don't have access to. You might have something that can help us. I mean, hell, it was only days ago that we learned about the Kage Sun even existing.
That's true.
I'm going to assume we'd have ways to find out stuff, but I feel like I'm obligated to say that's classified also.
Now, not to say we couldn't point in directions, but keeping our new positions, I think, is important to both myself and Kaminari. So we might not be able to go into specifics, but if we know and if we learn anything that we can share, we will.
Even if you learn things that you can't, it might be worth at least someone knowing it.
Yeah. We'll see what we can find out and what we can talk about, so, you know, I'm not face down in a river somewhere.
Perhaps if Kaminari can get out from his mother's thumb, tomorrow we can look into that.
I am still apologizing as of this afternoon. So we'll figure it out. Just pop in another egg roll.
She's kind of like poking at her food. We know that with black sand contained in his cell, there is just one left.
Yeah.
Hunting him down might not be so easy, though.
Especially given he's not exactly a missing man.
Isn't he kind of like not here? Like,
exists somewhere between life and death, which that in itself is going to be a feat to overcome.
I think we need to ask the question, is this guy even human?
Well, we do know at least one other person that exists between life and death. Maybe it's time we go back
to the seer.
Yeah. Even if she can't directly help us, she might be able to point us in a direction.
Maybe there is a gate somewhere that could lead us to him.
I think we should probably be a little more careful. I mean, we already have myself and Kosaku kind of dealing with individuals who are, I would say, outside of the norm. And if you have this pervading darkness that has been reaching out to people, I can't help but feel we're only dealing with more outside of the realm of normalcy. We should probably start playing our knowledge closer to the chest.
I think we stopped dealing with normalcy years ago.
True.
Kosaku's gonna look and just be like, I might know someone who has some information about that.
How come he just side eyes him?
I was finally like looking at Kosaku like, it's like, I get it. I have somebody that I could reach out to also, but I don't know that Kaminari has been using his more sparingly than Kosaku has.
Does Kaminari know about?
I mean, he came back to breakfast with everything. So we know that
breakfast with a fucking tramp stamp.
Yeah, we know Kosaku met something. Like,
that's true. I forgot about that. That we saw his thing.
So we know that there's a connection. You all know that Kaminari has somebody in his back pocket also. We don't know
but
that
Kaminari at least has been forthright about his.
Yeah, we don't know that Kosaku has basically
someone over there.
He has given this thing his firstborn's firstborn by the debt that he's racked up.
Oh my god.
And your children, and your children's children, and your children's children's
This
children.
entity currently has possession of Kosaku's car title, the deed to his home.
Oh my god. This entity is actually the IRS, just saying.
The name is the name is also on the lease. Like this
owns Kosaku's medical debt somehow.
I no longer have to pay my medical debts.
That's not quite how that works.
This racket. This is the doctor that married Kosaku and then became the doctor for Kosaku, so Kosaku has to pay them.
Oh my god.
But we don't know that. Kosaku has kept that all under wraps, and I can't wait to see where this all goes.
You know, patient doctor privilege or something.
What about you, Sakiko? This guy's either a monk or in the guise of a monk at the very least. Any insight or thoughts?
Does anything with like the description of this guy like sound familiar to Sakiko at all?
Make a history check.
I mean, we know who he is, right?
I think you shared that, right? Did you?
I thought we learned it from the seer.
I mean, wait on. Because you saw the seer's history, but I mean that info you got from Takemi getting that ancient bingo book.
Fair enough. It's been a while.
It's been several sessions.
It certainly has.
It's been several sessions stretched out over even more months.
Yeah. So this one's like, has anybody else had a dream? I had like the look reaction like, has Kaminari? Because I forgot.
No, Kaminari hasn't had a dream. You know, he hasn't had a dream. He had the conversation, but didn't quite have a dream.
But yeah, for me, I meant more like anything in terms of like skill or something. Not exactly like if I know who this guy is, but more like, does it sound like anything like battle-wise that sounds familiar?
Well, you had your own odd spiritual experience, but it definitely didn't sound like this. Yours was like
Absolutely not.
more positive.
Mine was just like, hey, look out for your friends. And I was like, okay.
Was doing that anyway.
So am I still gonna be making any sort of like check or?
No, it's different. I'll get you for free.
No, other than that one dream that Shion told about, that's all I've had. I don't really know anything else about this guy we're supposed to be getting after.
Well, Takemi stands up and like stuffs 2 more spring rolls into his mouth before taking another handful. I'll go do some research.
You don't have a healthy diet, do you?
You just hear crunching.
Egg rolls make you fat.
Oh, fucking fuck!
Oh my god. Sakiko just enjoying like udon stuff.
And then on that, I'll say we'll take our break right here.
Thank God. I gotta pee so bad.
Sharky's stomach has been dying literally this whole time.
No, the stomach's fine now. I just really gotta pee.
All right. So, also point of note for all of you, you kind of, with everything that's been going on, it kind of slipped your mind a bit, but like, you all realize it's almost the anniversary of the attack on the village.
Oh, why?
That explains the wine.
I really am gonna need another drink for this.
Lindsay has a wine fridge in her room.
Next to
Yeah,
the
I do. Shut up.
yeah, it's her
Holy
gamer.
shit.
It's her gamer fridge with the wine because she's
And what of
classy.
it?
I'm not judging you. I'm approving of it. I just didn't know that was there.
Sounded a little judgmental.
I don't care if you judge me. Like, I
Whatever.
love my little mini fridge. Anyway, go on.
Mini fridge life.
Lindsay's like, I'm not drunk enough for this.
Nope.
Yeah, you guys are about 2 days out from it, but yeah, you all kind of have everything that's happening. You all have a second to like really kind of catch your breath and take seconds to relax. It just becomes apparent to you.
Beyond absent-mindedly, like when that dawns on her, if there's like a lapse in conversation at the dinner, she absent-mindedly like touches her abdomen and has another drink.
Probably couldn't have thought of a more fitting time. Now we think about it.
How long ago was that now, Kev?
That has now?
This will be 5 years, right?
Yeah, about 5 years now. This will be the 5th anniversary.
Somehow feels like just yesterday, but also a lifetime ago.
You know, it feels like it's been, the whole reason to everything. It's kind of everything that we've been focusing on.
Osuko, I'm sorry that I went so long without talking to you.
Kosuku just kind of,
That was the middle of a chicken wing.
Yeah. Kosuku just kind of shrugs and is like, it's all right. I understand. We both lost a lot that day. And, well, we're here now.
Yeah. I guess we are.
We're doing right by him.
We got one of them at least, permanently.
The other's in jail.
Say that's a pretty good job we've done so far.
How do you feel about that, Takumi?
He's not there.
He left to investigate stuff.
Oh, I thought that I thought he was going to do that the next day. Sorry.
Nope.
No.
he got
Retcon
it.
that.
Takemi's
That's
going
that's
into
why
his
he-
research.
That's why he grabbed a bunch of egg rolls.
Gotcha. Okay.
We can give you a bag. You don't have to
I
put the egg
missed
rolls in
that
your
part.
pocket. You don't have to put
I
them in your
missed that
pockets.
part. I thought that he grabbed the egg rolls and like was eating them. Sorry.
Oh, no,
Pocket
he
egg
stuffed two in
roll.
his mouth and then just grabbed a handful and walked off with them.
Gotcha. Okay.
Pocket roll.
Pocket roll.
Well, I never
Some
had
of your
pocket
egg
bacon.
rolls.
Pocket bacon. All right. She doesn't say that then.
Could ask the same question to Gigi though.
Yeah. True.
What was the question?
Question was, how does Gigi feel about the two that we have, the one that's been killed and the one that's in jail?
Yeah. Basically, like, what are the feelings on this
Two
person
ones
still being
dead.
alive? Even if they're in jail, like, they're still alive.
Well, I'm a little uneasy about it too, but he's contained at least. They are still deliberating on his fate. I expect execution, but who knows?
I almost say death is too good for him, but well, I know that I will not be bringing the monk in. He dies.
Agreed.
I agree too.
You can see Kosuku like kind of brooding, I guess, thinking about it. He doesn't say anything, but you know that whatever it is he's hiding from everybody else, that this is what it is for, basically.
Gotcha. I mean, the funny thing is, Dion would probably understand in a way. But yeah,
Kosuku takes a second, thinks about it, and is like, what if we could bring him back?
Commodore is going to ask the bring back who? Kosuku.
My brother.
Dion sets her utensils down.
As somebody with a kind of patron, he's going to look at Kosuku and be like, why do I feel like that's not something you can do?
That's not normally what you can do, right?
It's been 5 years.
I have sources that are telling me that maybe there's a chance.
I have to do that tattoo you have, Kosuko.
I know a guy that knows a guy.
Those are not usually deals that come without strings.
I would do anything to bring him back. He deserved more than what he got.
Saul has. I'm gonna say that this gets to Shion. And she very politely scoots her bowl away, turns to Sakiko, and bows slightly. Thank you for a lovely dinner. I need to go. And she gets up and leaves.
Kosuku's gonna get up and follow her. Like, wait, hold on.
She wants to at least get out of the house or the temple before she speaks.
Laramie is like, oh, let's do this. Let's have this conversation. Like, Laramie's like, let's have this conversation. I was wondering if this was going to come up. Like, this is the shit I love D&D for.
Right?
You have my sword and my axe.
Yeah,
And your brother.
I'm gonna mute and let them do this.
Yeah, so she steps outside, and if he follows her, she'll wait. But
Yeah, Kozuku's gonna follow and just follow her until she stops.
I'm gonna say that she wants to not be in the temple to have this kind of discussion if he's following. So like she gets out the door, and like if there's a set of steps or whatever, she goes down them, but a slight distance away from the front door of the temple. Like if he called after her, she'll slow down.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, hey, Shion, hold up a second. I didn't mean to upset you, but
What would come back? What would that even mean? Would he be himself? Is it even possible? Like, a part of me wants to believe that it's true, but Kozuku, that's crazy talk. And what would it cost? Your life? You
wouldn't
can't
it
just
be worth it?
No. I try to keep your brother in mind with everything I do. I don't think that he'd want you to do that.
He's my little brother. I promised to protect him, and I couldn't even do that. So, what good is the life that I'm living now if I couldn't keep the one promise I made?
Fought right next to him until the very end. He died in my arms. There was nothing I could do.
It wasn't your job. You did nothing wrong.
Wasn't it?
You did everything in your power to protect him, didn't you?
You were his brother. I was his wife. Losing him destroyed me. But at the same time, I cannot tell you that he would be okay with his brother laying down his life for him, especially now. I'm
Everything I've been
confused.
doing now has been for him. I have been making reckless choices with my own life to prove to him that I can still protect his loved ones. But if I can bring him back, no matter the cost,
I can't tell you what to do with your own soul, Kosuko. I don't know what deals you've made or haven't made behind in the shadows. But this feels bigger than us, bigger than me and you. You're my friend too. You're more than my friend, you're my brother-in-law. My brother. And what kind of sister am I to stand back and let you make such decisions? I'm already a terrible sister on one end. I don't need to be it that way on the other.
I think you've done more than enough for all of us. You've sacrificed so much for everyone already. This is the least that I could do to repay you for all the hurt and all the
Kosuke,
suffering you've gone through.
I didn't plan to live through the final battle. Yes, I want the monk's life, but if I fell, I would be happy because I could be with him again. I had no plans to survive.
Kosuku chuckles a little. You hear him sort of just a low laugh under his breath. You know, I wasn't planning on living after that either. That's why
That's
I
a
made
hell
so
of
many
a family
promises.
reunion.
I guess we'll see what happens. But I just wanted you to know that if it came down to it, I'd make that deal in a second.
Angry tears flood down her cheeks. And she turns around to face him finally, like full on. And she balls up her fist, punches him on the chest.
He doesn't move.
Don't do anything stupid.
No one ever claimed to me being a smart man.
And he's gonna hug him.
He's gonna hug her back.
And for the first time in 5 years, she will allow herself to mourn with Ryu's family.
While she cries and he hugs her and they're, embracing, Kosuku's just gonna bring up, I planned on visiting him a little later. The anniversary's coming up. Did you want to go with?
Yeah. She takes a step back finally, after ruffling a hand through his hair. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time the last few days there. I'd like to go back with family.
We'll stop and get Mom on the way. She hasn't been in a while, I'm sure.
Takes a breath, wipes her eyes.
Kosuku,
It never got any easier.
it's not supposed to. We just get a little stronger every day. Kosuku looks at her and just gives her that bright smile that reminds everybody way back to the days of the festival when they were kids. They were playing around, not a care in the world. There's pain behind his smile, but he's clearly accepted the outcome, and you can tell that he is determined to do anything to get the vengeance that he's looking for and to make things right again.
I mean, honestly, he would be met with the same look in Shion's eyes.
He holds a hand out to Shion.
Tell me the truth. Just out here between the two of us.
What do you want to know?
Did you take it?
Of course I
Did you
did.
take that?
He lifts up shirt, obviously, to show her the mark again. And it's very visible, of course. He never tried to hide it, but like never just told anybody what it was, and he just tells her that, look, I made a deal. I don't know who this spirit is. I don't know what they really want. They asked me already to help them find a body once everything's done. But we come first before anything, and I'll just deal with the consequences later.
You never change, do you?
Don't plan to.
Be careful, Kozuko. You're playing with fire.
I'll just outrun all my problems.
Listen here, you little shit. Pats his arm. I can't. I think my appetite is sated for the night. I think I'll go on home.
I don't think anybody should spend the night alone, especially not tonight. Why don't you come to our house? You can, nothing's changed in his room.
That might be nice.
I'm sure he'll love it.
Okay.
And he's just gonna gently just like grab her arm and lead her back to the house.
She'll let him.
He's gonna lead her to his room where everything's laid untouched.
She sits on the bed, and once she's alone, from her bag that she carries with her, she pulls out an old, well-worn, stuffed weasel. And she hugs it tight as she lays down. Because she swears it still smells like him.
And as you reflect on the past in a place you haven't visited in too long, night falls over the village as some of you head off for research. Some of you enjoy your time with friends and family. But you all remember what began you on this journey. One final life left. And that is what we're going to call it.
Nice. A good place to call it.
Y'all hit us with the Oscar performance out of nowhere. What the hell?
No, the moment it was like he gets up to follow her, I was like, I've been waiting for this. I was like, since the first session, I've been waiting for this interaction. Like every session that went by where they didn't like go off and talk, I'm like, come on.
Listen,
Like her and Kosuku have been avoiding each other
it's
for
been
a while.
an obvious avoidance.
Yeah.
First off, when I already knew you had the acting chops, Alvin, you surprised the hell out of me out of nowhere.
Hey, you don't remember?
Damn, dude.
Hey, you don't remember Alvin and your little role play as Caleb and Tulio?
Oh my
You know what?
god,
You're right.
that's
You're right.
right.
You're right. Yeah. No, you got me.
Alvin can pull out the role play when he
can.
wants to.
There it is.
I ain't just a pretty face and a goofy man.
Alvin knows how to pull out. Wait.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
Hold on a second. Stop it.
Hold
It's
up,
just
hold
the-
up, hold
Hold
up.
up. Wait a minute.
It's just the Fallout guy meme. Hold up.
Oh, Now, I will
Alright.
say this one does have an after credits.
Okay.
Oh.
Because next time's a penultimate episode and then the last episode.
Well, I guess
Oh,
before we do
It's
that,
the
we'll go.
penultimate next time?
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh
like
my
we're gonna go find him. Start the next session outside the gates. I found you guys. It's like, oh, this is easy.
Hold up.
Gotcha,
Hold up.
bitch.
he's like, I'm pulling up to get my homie out of jail.
Oh.
But yeah, before we get to that, I guess we'll do our usual end of episode stuff. You know, as always, share with your friends, like the videos, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't.
We appreciate everybody who listens.
And apparently with that, we have 2 sessions left. If I'm understanding penultimate correctly.
That's right.
Okay.
So
Oh.
we're down to the final few hours of this campaign.
Poopy.
It has been a ride.
It has.
It
Look forward
means,
to it.
it means that I have to get mine ready.
Sharky's panicking now.
Sharky's seen the way I played this character.
Oh, no,
Just wait
the
till I
ride.
play a changeling.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I've looked at the character sheets again, and I'm looking like the longest at Alvin's of just changeling gunslinger, and I'm like, oh no.
A
You gotta give us-
changeling gunslinger?
In the form,
Holy
according to his
crap.
art too, in the form of a cat boy. So I don't know how
Oh,
to
yeah.
handle
Form of a
this.
cat boy.
You gotta hit us one time with this town ain't big enough for the 2 of us.
This town ain't
But,
big enough for the 2 of us.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it.
But we'll probably drop a little character intro teaser before that campaign starts.
Oh, sounds fun.
Since probably in the next few
I'm
weeks, I need
excited.
to get
I'm very
everybody.
excited.
I need to get everybody together and
Campaign 2.
get the
Yeah,
session
me too.
0 done. But yeah,
I'm very
so
excited.
that's pretty much a way to cover it, the last few sessions. And also going into the next campaign, there will be a few week break between the end of this one and the start of the next one, just for prep work, character art getting together, so we can have all like the unified style like we have here, and some pre-recorded sessions, so we have a few weeks to handle
First.
stuff if we miss a weekend. We're probably going to get about 3 sessions recorded before we start uploading them, so that'll give us
That's a good idea,
that'll
actually.
give us about a 3-week window in case stuff comes up between us and all that.
Yeah.
Buffers are important.
Yeah, we kind of went just right into this one. So, but yeah, learning some stuff. So the next campaign will have a later start, but hopefully less, time missing sessions.
Indeed.
All right, and we'll leave it to Butter here to take us out.
Oh, and take us out, he will.
So before that, say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, I was about to say that.
The brain cell is working overtime today.
It is.
It's on loan.
We're playing
All right.
hot potato with it.
All right, Kev. Hit us with that post credit and get us into these last 2 episodes.
Let's do it. At precisely midnight, it is the day of the anniversary. We enter into Black Sand's cell. He is bound by numerous Fuin Jutsu seals, cutting off his chakra, his movements. Can speak. His eyes are steeled, but he does not look in rage, he looks resigned. The guards outside his cell do not change or alter. But time comes to a standstill. Before Black Sand's eyes, A puddle of ichor, darkness and smoke, opens. Rising from it, the monk, Kashin Koji. What a sorry state you find yourself in, young master. Black Sand cannot respond. The monk smiles. It seems revenge evaded you after all. He begins circling the man, bound. Not as a friend, but not unlike a shark that senses blood in the water. Black Sand watches, a bit of sweat on his brow. It is the day we visited this fine village, Tanigakure. But I must say, young master, you have played your part to perfection. He puts his hand on his shoulder. There's a crunching of bone beneath it. You see, what I truly needed, you can provide. And your sister, John, still lives. What I need is the blood of those who sealed me. And he smiles now deeper. Jitan. Black Sand cannot even scream as the hand is pushed through his back, through his chest, the spine in its grip snapping. Blood pools downward. Yes. Yes. As the blood spreads, it begins to take intersections left, right, making a seal, a Fuin Jutsu. He looks up as in the sky, the moon, pale, slowly bleeds over red. Shion, where you rest, that burning returns. You hear the voice in your mind. Come to me, my vessel. Let us end it. As within the village, there is a flash of ruby red light that shoots up from this prison, piercing into the sky. The moon itself now surrounded by dark clouds as another rift opens. The sounds and wailing of the dead coming from within it. The hour is late, my shinobi. We draw ever closer to the end of the Whispers of Ruin. For now, it is a roar